Welcome to the section using rooms and namespaces in Socket.io. In the last section, we learned the basics of connecting clients and then sending messages in real time to the clients with Socket.io. In this section, we will add to that knowledge by covering rooms and namespaces. These are features of Socket.io to help segment connected clients. Now in this video, we're going to specifically cover rooms, and we're going to do that first. So we will do this by covering the what and why, and then finally, we will create a simple room application. So let's get started. First, what are rooms? A room is an area where we can group clients. This is completely done on the server side. The client does not know that they are in a room. This allows us to treat that room like its own little Socket.io area. This means that we can listen, emit, and broadcast to that room. So why do this? Well, I think the easiest analogy to make is a chat application. I don't know if this is a current name, but a few years back, you could join a chat and then enter a room. You could then send messages back and forth inside of that room, and only the members of that room would see them. This is a perfect example of why you would want to use rooms. So let's go ahead and build an example application. Let's look at the code. First thing we'll look at is package.json. And here we can see we're using Express and Socket.io. Nothing new here. Let's go ahead and jump over to index.js. So again, we have that Socket.io boilerplate at the top where we're getting Express, Socket.io, and we set it up. And then we're going to serve static so that we can give a static HTML page. But everything interesting is inside of the IO connection event right here. So what we're doing here is we're getting the current date timestamp, and this is going to be a number that has a granularity of up to a millisecond. So we take that number, and we're going to take it and we're going to divide it and get the remainder, which is what this operator does. So we're going to divide by 2, and then we're going to compare the remainder of that. And if it's 0, that means the number is even. Or if it's 1, that means the number is odd. So here, we're going to split the connection, depending on when you connect, into different rooms. And this is where we can see how to connect to rooms by using join. So we say socket join and then give it the room name. So here we're going to say, I want you in even and these other ones in odd. So then we're going to start sending messages. And you'll notice we'll send 2 messages, but we have this 2. This is saying take the clients in IO in the room of even and emit the event even room. Or do it with odd and odd room. And then we're going to set a timeout for every 5 seconds to do that again. So what we should see is that depending on what room we have joined, we should only see those messages. So instead of seeing 2 messages, one that says even room, odd room, we should only see the messages that we have when we join. So let's go ahead and see this in action. So here, I've loaded it up. And you can see based on our timestamp, it's odd. So we put in the odd room. And then you can see that it is connected. Give it a second here. We should see another one. And actually, I forgot. We set a set timeout, so we'll only see this once. So let's refresh and see if we can get it even. There we go. So there's an even. And we should see the even room here shortly. There's another even. There's another odd. So the important thing to remember is that we actually send out 2 messages here. But we're only going to see one of them because it only connects to one of the rooms. So in this video, we've discussed what rooms are and why we would use them. Rooms are basically a way to segment the clients.